You've heard state leaders say this before. Mississippi has a brain drain problem. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports Mississippi's civilian labor force has shrunk by 1.4% within a decade. That means for every 100 open jobs, there are only 49 workers available. Despite the subtraction, the Golden Triangle is adding economic development to the region in hopes of a resurge of the workforce population. Winston is joining us now with the launch of our new series, Golden Opportunities, Industry Thriving in the Triangle.
Jackson, the capital of the state and Mississippi's most populated city, suffered a decline in its population, losing more than 27,000 people, according to the U.S. Census Bureau estimates and the Wall Street Journal. While people are leaving, big business is heading our way. We want to connect the dots on why Mississippi is falling behind its southern neighbors while remaining a competitive landing spot for major companies. Joe Max Higgins and Merrill Fasackerly of the Golden Triangle Development Link are the engines that drive home economic success for the region. The key to their success is being master tour guides. This is just a road where you showcase the buildings.
Yeah, and show the rest of the property.
Just the land, just being able to get into the land, because this would be grown up otherwise, and you wouldn't be able to drive through like we're able to do now.
We'd be like doing a safari.
A polished gravel road at the North Star Industrial Park in Oktibbeha County. The icing on the cake for the link's sales pitch to companies desiring to expand.
And when we worked with a consultant. There was a consultant that the governor's office was working with to help differentiate sites and help determine who was going to get site development grant money, which is what we got for this. And the consultant said, you know, having a show road like this is very important to them so that when they come to look at your product, they can do that. They can actually see your product.
The product is as valuable as gold.
This is a 100,000 square foot pad here. You're looking at, that's about $1 million, probably $1.5 million of dirt work that's been done on this site.
The expectation is for a building to be built in the spring of 2024, similar to the gray building next door, Amazon's new home in Mississippi.
We want to go with colors that are, you know, not offensive and are kind of generic, if you will.
Okay, like gray, dark
Neutrals.
gray, like
just neutrals that can be changed. So,
but we had a company looking at that spec building that they were Ole Miss people. I mean, they were hotty-toddy to the bone. And Merrill said, hell, if you want us to paint it red and blue, we'll paint it red and blue.
There's no tribalism in the economic development business. The only color that matters is green. 3 major cities in the Golden Triangle were given the green light to hop on board with their respective counties for mega site development projects over a decade ago. Starkville has a deal with Oktibbeha County, and West Point is in partnership with Clay County. Columbus, however, missed the boat back in the early 2000s and has never caught up. Higgins still remembers the conversation.
Do you want to be a partner in this? It's $6.25 million to buy the land. The supervisors want 60%. You can have 40%. Dollar in, dollar out. You're in for 60%. You're 60% or 40% of the cost, 40% of the revenue. He said, "Oh, I don't have the money to do that." Well, Lowndes County did it on their own, and then they did one mega site on their own and got the steel mill. They did another mega site on their own and got PACCAR. They did another mega site on their own and got Aluminum Dynamics. You really wonder out loud. If they'd have been a partner in that first mega site, I think it would have been implied they'd have been a partner in the second one, they'd have been a partner in the third one.
A decision for the city that now sees Lowndes County profiting heavily from economic development, according to Higgins.
Today, Winston, you are going to make some decisions. You don't know if they're important ones or not, okay? But you'll find out in the future whether they're important. And there's decisions made every day that matter, okay? And when we sat down with the city and said, do you want to be a partner in this? And it wasn't just the mayor. There was a whole group of advisors in the room. And the decision was made not to do it. I think that was a bad decision. At least in hindsight, it was a bad decision. The day it was made, I don't think you could say it was a bad decision today.
Amazon is expected to fill about 90 jobs at the North Star Industrial Park. Operations begin this year. Stay tuned for part 2 of our series, Golden Opportunities Thriving in the Triangle, next Monday, March 18th.